Hey folks, so I'm just going to do a quick intro to this video because I tried to type this out a couple of times and it's just too confusing to try and type out. Pretty much what I'm doing in this video is I'm moving a commercial hive into a national hive. National frames will fit in a commercial hive, but commercial frames won't fit in a national hive. So what I had to do was swap them. So I would take the outer frames, replace them with national frames, and then slowly move the national frames in and moving the commercial frames out. So the theory is, or it's not even a theory, what the bees always do is they will lay in the center frames. So if I replace the center frames over time, which I've been doing this over 8 months now, I've replaced the center frames with national frames and commercial frames on the outside and slowly transplant them out. But there was just one frame that they would not stop laying on, commercial frame, and I don't know why. So what I done was I decided to transplant it. And how you do it is this is a national frame with just 2 little tacks on the top and the bottom. All you do is get your elastic bands and you spread them over it without snapping them, which I've done a couple of times. So we spread them over, and then I had ones going across here as well. I lay it down, I get my commercial frame, I cut out the center that was brood, I lay it flat on top of these, and then I put elastic bands going across the top as well. So the kind of elastic bands are holding it in. Then slide it in. After a few weeks they'll actually seal up all the edges around it. You take the elastic bands off, the nails off, and it's a national frame. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick intro into that because it's kind of just difficult to explain unless you can see a frame in front of you. I wasn't planning on doing a video for this. I was just messing around with some of my cameras and stuff, and that's why it's not very well filmed. But you'll get the gist of what I'm doing, and hopefully you never have to do it. I shouldn't have had to do it. I unfortunately bought a national nook. What I thought was a national nook turned out to be commercial, and that kind of was the reason for all this. It was my own stupidity for not checking, but it's kind of hard when you're meeting someone in the middle of nowhere and the hive's locked up, you know what I mean? You can't exactly open the hive because the bees will get out. But yeah, guys, hopefully you've kind of learned something from this video. I'll stick photos up at the end of the hive afterwards. They're very defensive. In fact, I'll stick a photo just here if my video skills are that good. But yeah, no, you'll see how defensive they were. They had a lot of kind of bees at the entrance defending it. And the key really is, once you're transplanting hives over from a nook to a hive, is the new hive that you're placing down. You just have to make sure that's in the same spot and the entrance is facing the same way as the hive that was there beforehand. Once you do that, shake out all the bees into the new hive and stuff. You really don't need to do anything more. Just close it up and walk away. They did have day-old eggs there. There was a good bit of larvae there. It's a new queen that's in that now because they did swarm, which, as I've said before, I've no real issues with. I know it reduces your honey flow, but I'm not here to collect honey, so it doesn't bother me. But yeah, you'll kind of see as I'm going through it. It's an interesting little process of how I've done it. I actually got 2 national nooks, sorry, the commercial nook and the national nook. I stood them on top of each other, so they filled out like 12 frames. I only need 11 for the box, but they had all the frames sitting there. They had the same space as a national hive had. It just was 2 nooks sitting on top of each other. So I wanted to get that neater. I had a spare hive there, so I threw them in. Another little update on everything that's going on before I show you me doing this is there's now 7 hives in the garden. I caught a good few swarms, so you can see here, this is one I caught a week ago, and then there's one there, and as you probably remember from previous videos, on the left up there, or sorry, there, that was the nook that I swapped out, and then I have the 4 hives in total. This one here in the middle will be actually going into a full hive very soon, the next week, and then the one on the ground there, that'll be going into a new hive. Both of those have queens laying in them, so that's brilliant news. Queen mated, because they were cast swarms, but I'll go into cast and prime swarms. I'll do a totally different post than that. But yeah, they're laying ready to go into hives. This one here that I just caught a week ago, that's got another maybe 2 weeks until it needs to go into a hive, depending on the honey flow. And then this is the 2 boxes that I had. So this was a national nook, and then this was the commercial nook that I had. I just sat them on top of each other to get the bottom on this one, and they built up all 2 of them. But yeah, guys, you'll see in the rest of the video. I'll talk you through a little bit of it and whatnot. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it.
smokes.
More day-old eggs. Wouldn't be a bad idea, I suppose.
Hello, Mr. B, drinking all the honey?
Hey?
I said, hello, Mr. B, drinking all the honey?
Welcome to your new home, guys.